First of all, we should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He enabled us to come and perform Umrah. Alhamdulillah, our journey was, our safar was with ease, and we came here with ease and we performed our Umrah. So we should be grateful to Allah and say Alhamdulillah. Is there anything specific anybody would like to know? I can kind of include that. So what I thought is, since we're here in Makkah al-Mukarramah, it would be good to understand, because we go out, we see shops, we see hotels, we see the Masjid al-Haram, the construction work going on, and there's the Kaaba in the middle. So I thought it would be good to speak about Makkah itself, and Masjid al-Haram and the Kaaba. And inshallah, during the Ziyarat day, we will visit the other locations in and outside of Makkah. First of all, as everybody's heard of the name Ibrahim, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Does anybody know what Ibrahim means? Ibrahim is mentioned frequently, referring to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam in Quran Sharif. Frequently in Quran Sharif. There is a surah in the Quran Sharif which is called Surah Ibrahim. In this surah, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, along with other topics, He mentions very briefly how Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, he came from other parts of the world and he came and settled in Makkah al-Mukarramah. First of all, the word Ibrahim is of two words. One word is Abun, which means father, and the second word is Rahimun, which means merciful. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was a merciful father. He had raham and compassion in him. He was kind-hearted, he was loving and caring. So his name was Ibrahim, both words put together, and through time people change words. So it became Ibrahim from Abun Rahimun. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he was in Iraq and when he was in other parts of the world, then idol worshipping was the norm. Everybody used to worship idols. So he pondered and he thought for a long time that idol worshipping cannot be the true way to live a life, and also true way of worshipping Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So he used to ponder and think, until one day Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala said that no longer here you will propagate my religion, our Tawheed and oneness of Allah. I am going to take you out from these lands and I'm going to take you to a land which is better than this land. I'm going to take you to a land which is better than this land. So where he was living, there was vegetation, there was crops, there was people living there, there was source of life basically. There was source of life basically. So what happened was, he thought that Allah said He is going to take me to a piece of land, a place which is better than where I am living now. He thought it's going to be really nice place where there will be lots of people there, much more sustenance and risk than what I am finding here. So Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, He sent the heavenly animal and Jibreel alayhi salam. And Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam came with this animal and said that mount onto the animal. It was the Buraq, and when he was flying on the Buraq, then like from the plane when you look out, then if it's a built-up city and there are lights at night time, you can see the lights. So every time when he was flying and he was passing by a village or a city, and there were candles in them days, so he used to look from the top, he used to look below, and he used to say to Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam that, is this the city? Are we here now? Are we going to land now? So then Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam used to say to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, no, it's further on yet. There's still a few more, there's still time there left. In this way, several cities he mentioned this. Imam Qurtubi rahimahullah ta'ala, in his tafsir kitab, in Ma'arif al-Quran, in that tafsir kitab, all these narrations are mentioned. Then he was passing by and he looked down and there was no light there, meaning no candle was lit there. There was nothing there, nothing to be seen. So then Jibreel alayhi salam, he started to bring the Buraq down. So he thought, what are you doing? Are we going to rest here for some time? Maybe we're going to rest here and then we're going to carry on our journey. So he said to Angel Jibreel that, how long are we resting for? Angel Jibreel said, there's no resting here. This is where Allah had promised to bring you. And this was Makkah al-Mukarramah, this city now. This city was first called Makkah. And in Quran Sharif this word is mentioned as well, Makkah. What the word Makkah means in Arabic is that a place or a thing which can protect itself. Because Makkatul Mukarramah doesn't need the protection of any human beings like me and you. Makkatul Mukarramah, it can protect itself. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has given Makkatul Mukarramah that power. So you read in Surah Al-Fil, Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. That did you not see, did you not hear about the story of when Abraha came with the elephant and with his army to demolish the Kaaba? You know, jealousy and hatred, it exists within every single person. So people from Yemen, usually kings from there, they were full of hatred and they had jealousy in their heart. That why everyone from throughout the world, they travel to Makkatul Mukarramah and they don't travel to our countries to perform pilgrimage, etc. So he came with his army to demolish the Kaaba. That we will demolish the Kaaba and we will build our own Kaaba and tell people that you come here to perform the pilgrimage. So then when they came, you all know the story, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, He sent birds. The people of Makkah, they gathered together, the leaders, the chiefs, they gathered together and they consulted with one another. Then what should we do? How should we defend Makkatul Mukarramah?